What's up guys, SirAlien here, and today I'm going to show you how to make your own custom textures in Photoshop. You're going to need a couple textures. You're going to need textures to begin making these textures. So how to show you, like what to show you and how to show you, it's going to be kind of like a long, not really extremely long, but it's going to be a decent in length time process. So I'm going to start off with, I think there's one in here, this right here. To make it so you don't have a bunch of different colors blended together, you're going to want to do this hue and saturation and take the saturation all the way down. And what you usually do, you're going to play with the opacity and you're also going to play with the blending options right here. So everything is just going to be gray, but you can at least change it in the thing. So you're just going to lower the opacity down to whatever. And then, I mean, that looks like a cool texture already, but we're going to add more to it to, add some some more things, because we're usually, whenever you want to make textures, you want to make them for Photoshop, and you also want to make them for Cinema 4D, because there's going to be some you want to make for Photoshop and some you want to make for Cinema 4D. So there you go. So I'm going to add this one in, and then I'm going to lower the opacity also. I might even put it behind this so the better of a grunge get to it, or I could just go down here and hit the soft light. Just play around. If you have a mouse wheel, you can easily play around with these what's it called, with these textures. And then, I mean, you can erase some parts and you can add some parts in and this and that. I don't know. I'm just gonna mess around and see what we can make, and you guys can just kind of pay attention to what I'm doing, to make sure. I mean, to like make sure you understand and this and that. I'm sorry if there's not a lot of telling you what to do. It's just a lot of just importing and stuff like that. So I mean, at least there's that. So I'm actually going to take this one out because I don't like the little splatters it's creating. So delete that. Actually, that's on the bottom one, isn't it? Whatever, we're just going to keep those in. Then, I mean, we can add some other things in here, like these rough textures and this and that, like this right there, and lower the opacity, this and that. It's like a lot of trial and error, honestly. What is it? You can add some cracks and stuff in here, and then go down here, hit soft light. It's just a lot of taking down that opacity, which you've seen me do a couple times already, and it's a lot of taking things out, putting them in, and this and that. Honestly, hope you guys can, understand like what I'm doing here. You can actually duplicate some of this stuff to make it. See, that looks actually really cool. And then you could, just mess around with your things, and with the blending options and this and that, and make a really good texture. But what is gonna basically like seal the deal is if you can put it in Photoshop. I mean, if you can put it in, make it as a texture, and you can put it in what's it called, Cinema 4D. You can basically do anything with it. So that's basically it. It's kind of hard to explain how to make these. I do them a different way. A lot of people would just go in and keep duplicating over and erasing the outline and stuff like that, which you really do not need to do. It's honestly not a a thing that it's mandatory. It's not even that. So I mean, this looks like a pretty good texture. That does too, and just keep adding things in and taking them out and adding things in. And you can even add some brushes, like I'm about to in a second. Make sure they're like grungy brushes or something like that. Also, if you add some filters in and stuff like that, you can add your own textures to that. Sorry about that. That wasn't supposed to be. And overlay. And then, just add in some other ones. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know. This is basically the end of the tutorial. Like you just mess around with things, and then you erase them, and it's just trial and error, like I said. It's just experimenting and stuff like that, and doing this will help you. It's actually a really good way to learn how to use these blending options. If you don't know how to use them, you can, you know, obviously learn easily. They're not that hard to use. They're really not. Like, you can just honestly, if you really wanted to, you could just scroll through, and whatever combination on here that you get, you can just keep easily. So anyway, I don't know what else to show you guys other than, you know, just the trial and error part is just, you know, obviously SirAlien isn't going to work. Then just, if that's the case, then go ahead and delete the whole thing. At least all the textures that's in between it, then delete it, then start over. I actually like this texture that I made. You know, I like this better and probably take this out. I mean, there's going to be a lot of taking out and putting them in and taking out. And, you know, this one looks pretty cool. It's kind of like a, I mean, sort of like a wall, I guess. I don't know. They look pretty cool. I don't know. I like I said, the pack that I made took roughly about 2 days to make. But that's because there's so many in them. There's about 15, I'm pretty sure, or 17 or something like that. But anyway, that's all I have. I'll see you guys in my next video, which will probably be something with Cinema 4D. Probably be how to light your scene in Cinema 4D. So anyway, see you guys later.